Off Digital Citizens Week, which is dedicated to teaching kids about the safety of the online world. BrainPop, a group of educational websites, is helping our children become better digital citizens. And Karina Lynch is the Chief Product Officer at BrainPop, and she's joining us here this morning. Welcome to New York Living.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
We were just talking about how the technology has changed so much from the time Chris's kids were in elementary school, and my kids, even in just the 8 years that my kids have been in school, the messaging has changed so much. So thank you for celebrating this, because we as parents need this, and I think also just caregivers.
Absolutely.
If you have a young child in your life. So why is it so important? Hammer this home for us, because we know it's important, but hearing from you as the expert, why is it important to be mindful of what our children are finding and using online?
Absolutely. So digital citizenship is about the responsible and healthy use of technology. It's about how you behave online, how you act, and it's about online safety, but more than that, it's also about how you behave as citizens. So the stuff that you know growing up about how to be a good citizen, extend it to online. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Begin to think critically about the sources of media that you have. So we teach kids about media literacy. We teach them about vetting credible sources, about bias. We teach them about their digital footprint. That's the trail that they leave as they navigate through the internet. So this is about being conscious, about thinking critically, and pausing and reflecting before they post, or pausing and reflecting before they reshare something online.
Right. So when is a good time, age-wise, to introduce children to something like this and putting down the rules, so to speak?
I think you cannot start early enough.
Really? So, in the womb, perhaps, yeah.
So you can start things even when kids are very young. You can narrate for them what you're doing as a parent. You can think out loud for them as you're using media. You can model for your kids. So I have 3 boys, and we read the news together online in the morning. We talk about it. So I'm modeling for them curiosity. I'm modeling civic engagement, and I'm talking about the sources. And they're seeing me as a conscious consumer of technology. They're also seeing me as somebody who enjoys creating with technology. And if I could share with them the things that I post and the things that I do and talk out loud for them, I can model how to be responsible.
Right. It's interesting that you bring that up about reading digital news with your children. I remember reading the daily news with my grandmother.
It was a newspaper.
Right, but I wonder what is the age and what is age appropriate to teach your children that not everything you see on your apps is credible? Because I always say to my children, what's your source? And now it's a joke because they're asking their teachers. My son's history teacher, we're going to talk about the Bill of Rights. My son said, what's your source? I was like, okay, I'm like, Gavin, actually the Bill of Rights is a thing.
That's real.
But what is the age appropriateness of that, and how do you do that in a way so that you're not shoving things down their throat? Because our kids don't want to be really told what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think different ages and stages have different things that are developmentally appropriate, and providing a safe sandbox for them to explore and be able to play and even fail sometimes online. They can do that within safe spaces, so that by the time they get older and they're out there completely on their own and you're not looking over their shoulder, they're making good decisions. So some scaffolding for younger kids, like my 6-year-old, he's not able to chat online within the game. So as parents, we turn those permissions off for him. We approve friend requests, so he's playing with his cousins or his grandparents or friends that we know. My older kids have more responsibility because they've almost earned their digital passport. They've proven their citizenship skills, so they can gain more and more privileges over time.
How would you approach the scenario, though? Because kids are kids, let's be honest, and the forbidden fruit is always something that's intriguing. I mean, like I said, what are the good old days you used to stick your hand in and steal a cookie? That used to be nice.
And that's when you got punishment, right?
Exactly. But if they do cross the line and they get into an unsafe space, short of, you don't want to scream at them, obviously, and belittle them. What's the best way to handle that?
I think the best thing to do is to get ahead of it. So set expectations with your kids about what your family considers appropriate use of technology. If you can, create a plan, post it, put it on your fridge, put it on your bulletin board. And that way you're not making those decisions in the heat of the moment when a kid has asked, can I have more screen time, or can I download this app, or all my friends have a cell phone. You already have a plan, and you can meet once a month and talk about it. How are we doing? And you can model for them. A big thing for parents is actually limiting your screen time, right? And you can model that as a parent.
That's the source. That's where it comes from originally.
Right. Yeah. Sure. Because my children will see me. I'm guilty of it. We're on our way somewhere, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm like, hold on, let me just finish posting this, and they're like, okay,
thanks,
lady.
Mom.
How reliable are the screen timing devices? I know my phone has a time, every week he's like, oh, I only used 4 hours. And I'm like, really? In what day? Because that's not 4 hours a week. Are there you likely have tools to help us with that.
So not only do your operating systems have reports that you can look at in terms of screen time and usage, but your browsers have parental control setting. You can turn on safe searches. You can do things like all of your apps and devices are going to have different controls and ability for you to reflect on it. But I say the biggest thing is just talk to your kids about it and set some norms as a family. Like maybe as a family, you all put your phones on do not disturb mode after 8 p.m. Or maybe as a family, you keep your charging station in the kitchen. It's ugly. It's on our kitchen counter, but it means you're not taking the devices into the bedroom.
Right, exactly. All good points.
You might be onto something. I like that.
Corinna's got something going on here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for those
Thank
tips.
you so
Really
much for
appreciate
having me.
Absolutely.
Enjoy Digital Citizenship Week and talking with your kids.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I like
Spread the
that.
word. All right. And we'll be sure to post all of these tips on our website at pix11.com.